Hi, I'm Dan with Read Memorial Library. Today we're going to do the Teen Craft Paracord bracelet and make something like this. Don't worry, the camera angle is going to change, so that way we can see the craft better when we go through it. But you probably noticed with the paracord that I included in your bags, it was corded up into kind of a wad, and that's not the best way to transport paracord easily. It can get knotted up in your pack or lost. It might take up room in your pocket. It's just no fun to transport. Instead, you can just slap it on your wrist and you got it right there. And you have cord available as soon as all you have to do is unravel. And so in this craft today, it's very easy to undo and get your bracelet from that back into usable cord for whatever you might need. Maybe you're in a survival situation, or maybe you just need a tie down. Paracord is excellent for everything. We use it a lot in the military, and backpackers also use it quite a bit. Inside paracord, you'll notice you got these white filaments, the guts as we call it. Those are very useful, so that's why your ends are not burnt off. So that way you could pull them out in a survival situation. Because each single strand by itself is relatively thick and strong, and you can use it as fishing line. Or if you don't want fishing line, but maybe you want something like dental floss or sewing thread, you can tear it down some more and more into smaller and smaller pieces. So I've even used this as dental floss before because I've had my teeth needing some care, got some food stuck in my teeth, and just use 550 cord, or paracord, sorry, and just got a nice little string that I could clean my teeth with. So today we're going to learn a fun, stylish way to transport paracord so it doesn't take up room in your backpack or your pocket. So first thing you want to do with your cord is get the ends close together. And it's okay that these are frayed. That actually is going to be kind of useful to us as we're going along this craft. So once we got them together, just pull down along the line evenly. So that way we have an even length at the end. It doesn't need to be perfect. And now that we got that end piece, it's time to decide how long we need it to be. So always keep a firm grasp as we're doing this to make sure that we got our cord somewhat even. Again, it's not the end of the world if it's uneven at the end. Nothing to worry about. What we want to do is see how long it is around our wrist. So mine would be about there. And we want to go in roughly an inch, which you can just eyeball that. It doesn't need to be perfect again. And then what we want to do is from that spot that we eyeballed, we're going to bend over our cord so it looks like a weird octopus thing. And then we're going to loop this one across, got the right side here, put the string across. Left side, I'm going to make sure it goes over top of that, back around behind my finger, and through that loop. And then we're going to pull that tight. Ish. Next, I'm going to pull this string over like the figure 4 like I did before. Left side lays across, right side goes over that string, but then under that trunk piece. And pull these tight. So that's the start. We want to make sure we get a little bit excess here to have our holes, because we're going to need these at the end. to help secure. So you just want to get that nice and tight. Alright, so now we got this basic shape here. We have these little Mickey Mouse ears at top. These you want to leave as a little bit of an opening, like that, enough to where a cord can go through it, because we need that at the end to be our fastener. So now to get started doing our knots all along down here, always pay attention to where you see this top piece here as you're going along, in case you need to leave the crap behind for later. You're going to make a figure 4 kind of shape with the right side here, because the right side is up. So figure 4 shape. We're done with that string. The other string, we're going to take this cord, place it over top that string, pass it behind the trunk here, and then through the loop, and then we're just going to tighten that up. And so since this side has the loop up top, this one's bottom, I know this is the side I need to make that figure 4 where the string passes across the top here, like so. Done with it. Right side over that string, that cord, behind the trunk, and then we tighten everything up. And that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be going all the way down the length of this until we get about something that size, which we'll see next. Alright, and then once we do our lacing, we get down to a decent size hole here, about the size of a pea. That's when we want to stop. When I say pea, I mean the vegetable, not the letter. And what we're going to do is we're going to loop these through across to finish off the bracelet. So it's easier if you kind of bend it over, because we got those frayed ends. And there's one, and then cross this one through. It's a little bit harder, but the reason why I like having these frayed ends is it does make it so much easier, because you just need to get a little bit of that fluff through eventually, and you got it. And we can move on to the next step. Okay, so now we're to the step. Going to punch these through here. So got that through the hole. Take the other one. And it's easier with these frayed ends, even though they don't look nice, to do this, because all you need to do is get one little bit in, and then you can just grab hold. Especially if you got big fingers like me. So then you put your wrist in and get it tightened a little bit. You don't want to cut off circulation here, but just enough. So now we're going to do left over right. Pull that down. And then right over left. And you can pull that tight. And then that is well done. I don't like to waste any string. I like to keep as much as possible. So I'll usually just loop this through a few times, each one, to take up all that excess. And it makes it fit a little bit snugger too. Well, I hope you enjoy your bracelet, and if you'd like, please share it on Facebook and show it off. What I taught was just one very simple way, without buckles, without having to burn anything, to make a paracord bracelet. If you go online, there's many, many other ways you can do it. And there's also bright, colorful paracord, different colors too, that you can use to make bracelets. So I'd love to see any extra creations you make and your bracelets that you make from this craft. Thanks and have a great day.